This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, for August 28, 2023, Beryllium robbery shakes the core of usually quiet town as the two victims remain in critical condition in hospital. Shock and anger and fear are the dominant emotions in the central Jamaica town this morning, following last Friday's brazen attack on a team of Beryllium couriers, in which the criminals made off with a yet undisclosed amount of money. According to Custos of Manchester, Garfield Green, the blatant attack has left Mandeville reeling. It goes to show that the gunmen have no respect for the life of civilians. They have no respect for the authority. They stopped at nothing to get what they want, said Green. We cannot be too safe at all. I am just concerned that quiet Mandeville, this happened in a quiet town. I never expected this to happen here, and it was just very scary. These guys are very scary. They are barefaced. They have no heart, added Green. It was a similar sentiment from Lyndon Trevor Haven, chairman of FESCO and the president of the Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica, who has said the incident is devastating to Mandeville. Manchester has never seen anything like this before. Mandeville in particular has been a very peaceful and a very residential area. We do not find these kinds of activities in our communities, Haven told the journalist at the LMAJ Golden Awards ceremony in Mandeville on Saturday night. We find this as devastating to all of us, believe me, and it just goes to show how exposed we are as a country and as a people, that we can at any moment be faced with this kind of terror and violent acts against the law-abiding citizens, added Haven. Up to press time on Sunday, 2 of the 5 people shot in the robbery remained hospitalized in critical condition, with family members praying for the best. A senior police source told the news that one of the victims was transferred from the Mandeville Regional Hospital to a hospital in the corporate area. The victim with a gunshot wound to his head was transferred from the same night, and at least one other is at the hospital, a female who sustained a gunshot wound to the abdomen, said the police source. The source pointed out that more than 48 hours after a group of gunmen attacked a Beryllium crew at a Scotiabank facility in Mandeville, the police are yet to determine the amount of money they escaped with. It is expected that detectives probing the heist will meet with officials of Beryllium today to ascertain the figure. The attack on the Beryllium couriers occurred shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday outside a branch of Scotiabank. Footage, which has gone viral, shows men armed with high-powered weapons making their escape with 2 bags presumably containing cash. On Saturday, the police said a suspect was apprehended driving one of 2 vehicles that it is believed the criminals made their escape in. Police said the suspect was traveling in a black Toyota Wish motorcar, which was intercepted about 1:30 a.m. on Saturday in the vicinity of Sunset Boulevard on the 4 Paths main road in Clarendon. Police said 1 9mm magazine, 1 M16 round, 2 AK-47 rounds, and a ski mask were found in the vehicle. It is understood that the vehicle, which bore mismatched registration plates, belongs to a resident of Portmore St. Catherine. The suspect is in custody, so the investigation is ongoing. We are doing the work up. He will be charged because ammunition was found in the car, unauthorized possession of ammunition, that is automatic. As it relates to what happened on the ground in Mandeville, we will decide as we go forward where he is concerned, said the source. According to the source, contrary to some media reports, he was not aware of any former Beryllium employee or bank employees being questioned by the police in relation to the heist. In a statement on Saturday, Scotiabank said it was very saddened by the event and strongly condemned this brazen act of violence. We express our sympathies to those injured in this incident and pray for their speedy recovery. We encourage members of the public who have information about this incident to immediately contact the Jamaica Constabulary Force, said the bank. Wage rates are going up as skilled workers leave labor market, says Pandoi. Richard Pandoi, CEO of separate group of companies, has stated that private sector companies are being forced to pay higher salaries to their employees due to the exodus of skilled workers for the labor market. Mr. Pandoe on Sunday told the news that the companies are facing a crisis in finding and retaining skilled workers. There is a significant attrition of qualified skilled labor, and the companies are competing for scarce resources, he observed. As a consequence, he said there has been a significant reset in salary for skilled employees over the last 2 years. The separate CEO was responding to the comments from Bank of Jamaica Governor Richard Biles that companies must be cautious in granting high salary increases, as this could have an inflationary effect.
In the case of Jamaica, what's happening now is that there's a significant attrition of especially qualified labor, skilled labor, and companies are competing for scarce resources. So we have found that in the last year and a half, 2 years, there's been a substantial reset in salary for skilled employees. And that's a reality. I mean, we're competing with migration, and we're competing amongst a fight for scarce resources. My issue is not so much about how much you pay an employee, it's the ability to pay that in a sustainable way. And this is linked to the idea of productivity. If you're producing in excess of your costs, then you'll always be in a better position. So for me, it's more about not the absolute cost, but the unit cost of labor. And this is where Jamaica is failing badly. Our productivity has been declining for over 3 decades. When you start talking about productivity incentive, etc., I mean, they're not really very interested. Why? One is that the union compensation is based on a deduction from basic salary, so they don't benefit from productivity on pay. And as a result, there's enough push from that end to educate the workforce on total compensation. So I mean, it's irrelevant the amount of money you pay a person if your productivity is surpassing that. And we continue to fight over absolute increase. And if you're not careful, what's going to happen, you get an increase, you change the minimum salary, and then over time, because you have to improve your productivity, the new minimum, and the improvement you thought you made simply devalues back to where you were before and leave you in the same position.
Cops take more illegal firearms off the streets. 2 men have been charged while 2 others have been taken into custody following the seizure of 3 firearms in 3 separate police operations. 1 black 6 submachine pistol and 34 rounds of ammunition were seized by the police during an operation in Carwina Avenue, Pembroke Hall, Kingston 20 on Saturday. 2 men were taken into custody in connection with the seizure. Reports from the Doheny Park Police are that at about 5:45 a.m., lawmen were on a targeted operation when a premises was searched and the firearm and ammunition found. In a corner bar, Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, 32-year-old security guard Roland Scully was arrested and charged with possession of a prohibited weapon following an incident in his community last Friday. Reports from the St. Andrew Police are that about 9 a.m., a targeted raid was conducted at Scully's home, during which one .38 revolver was found in a brown backpack in his bedroom. He was taken into custody and subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. In Portland, Joanne Montague, 30, otherwise called Bakra, a laborer of Ferry Hill, has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and the possession of ganja following an incident in his community last week. Reports are that about 5:15 p.m., lawmen were on an operation in the area when a premises was searched. A firearm and ammunition, along with vegetable matter resembling ganja, were found. Montague was subsequently arrested, taken into custody, then charged in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being finalized. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.